Welcome to Near Real Sports, the home of college football simulations. Please subscribe to the channel and enjoy this simulation.
This is Gaylord, Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the UTEP Miners and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Back in Norman, you can feel the excitement building for this Oklahoma Sooner football season. A bounce back year for Brent Venables, 10-3 in the college football playoff, and I can tell you, the Gaylord Family Stadium was one of the most electric I've been at in that playoff run. Can this...
And the Sooners kicker headed to the football, the crowd eager, and off we go, the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miners offense will have the ball first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Yeah, Palmer, I don't feel bad for this quarterback, but I kind of feel bad for this quarterback because he's going to get some monsters today. And he's had his own struggles, but these guys, man, they all can get after the quarterback. They can get tackles for losses, get you in passing situations, and when they do, they hit you, and hit you a lot, and disrupt the timing. So he's got a tremendous challenge on his hands.
He's got a challenge. His offensive coordinator has a challenge, too, because he's got to find a way to make life easy for him, and that's easier said than done against this D-line unit. They have so much speed off the edge. Even the interior guys can collapse the pocket and get pass rush as well. So for the offensive coordinator, whether it's screens, nakeds, bootlegs, moving the launch point, draws, just trying to get the ball to this guy's hands early, that's going to be a big key.
Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Touchdown, UTEP. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Quarterback keeps it, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. On the move. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense gave up some yards, man. They gave up some plays. They didn't set the tone like they talked about they wanted to. But in the biggest moment down here, 3rd and goal, nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and now forcing the 4th and goal. A little bit longer, a harder decision to make. Forget the yards you gave up, man. Nice job bowing your neck here inside the 5-yard line.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat and the process of cooling things off. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Wants to throw, it's Colson. Left side, it's Brown. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Miners want to move quickly.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Keep it on the ground. They were all over it. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Finds the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Long way to go on 2nd down. Right side, it's Henry.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
With the draw, it's Jones. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Moves the pocket. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Sategna. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. 2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Robinson. Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Just smothered on the play. This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Now, you got to love the effort by this defense. They gave up some yards. They got down, though, to 3rd and goal, money down on 3rd down, and they make the big play. They get pressure, they get the sack, and now it's even better because now you force a 4th and goal, but you backed them up a little bit and made this 4th down hard.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. After the filthy move, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Colson. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the Big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. The fake wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Using his feet. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Third and long right here. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his target. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And off to Jones. They knock him down right there. The Miners want to pick up the tempo. Just feeds the running back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. The keeper on the option. Sweet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Sells to run, looking to pass. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sells to fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Sooners are flying down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Deep in the end zone, it's Henry. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And off to Jones. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable, make him feel that pressure, keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Hits inside, it's Jones. Turns it on at midfield. There's some room. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Back to throw, it's Colson. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The Miners will punt this one away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Drops back on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Showing off the arms. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Quarterback keep. He's got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff again. And he could not get loose on the run. They'll have to push push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Left side is Harris. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Good, right down the boulevard. That gives them a 16-10 lead.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Look out! Reels it in. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's Texas A&M looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back to your game in Norman. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to Robinson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To throw, it's Mateer. Rush right in his face. Unloads in the nick of time. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On play action. Rush is on. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Miners decide to punt it away. On the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's got enough. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Pulls it. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Pulls it again on the option. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Tries to get it himself. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Colson. Caught, it's Thomas. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out wide right, it's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Right at the line. Inside the 35. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Makes him talk to the hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The transfer has it his first carry. There's a crease. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Motion from the wideout. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The running attack gets it done and produces 6.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
And the extra point is good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to do it himself. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Colson. Under pressure, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Miners line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds his man. Really short gain on that one, defense all over him. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Harris. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Sooners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Avant. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back's got it on the screen. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Complete to start this drive. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Right side, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Back to pass, it's Colson. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Fires on the move. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Fresh set of downs going to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. And off to Jones. Knocked down immediately. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Out wide left, it's Jones. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Out wide right, it's Brown. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UTEP!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the two. The play fake. They're all over him. Gets rid of it.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells the run, wants to pass. Finds his time. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, the defense really needed a play. They had to have something go right. Down by 2 possessions, they do what they haven't done in this football game. They forced the turnover. Now set their offense up to hopefully get right back in this football game.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside, it's Blaylock. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Batir. Finds his man down the middle. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. And off to Jones. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Miners headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Look at the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Couldn't set his feet.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Got his man. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out! Right side, it's Henry. Turning it on! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Tracy. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. On the move, he fires. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, UTEP! Fitted in the window for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Turns up, it's Avant. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Caught on the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. On the move. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.